Hello everyone, welcome back to another election prediction video. This time I am covering the 2024 House elections for the month of September 2023. So we're going to start off with the most likely states to be redistricted. So Wisconsin's definitely getting redistricted, and it's probably going to result in a 4-4 fair map. I really think this is a good redraw of Wisconsin. Definitely support ending gerrymandering. It just makes elections just not competitive, and that's not a good thing. But Milwaukee's probably going to get split into two House districts here because the Democrats own the Supreme Court now. So they're going to definitely order the maps to be redrawn, and it'll probably result in Brian Steele being drawn into a likely district, which he would most definitely lose. The 8th district will probably be made as a lean Republican district, but Mike Gallagher is a very strong Republican. He'll probably just make it a likely victory or even solid one. The 3rd district will probably be drawn as a lean D district. Derek Van Oden's probably going to lose here. It could even be drawn as a likely district if they want to be that aggressive, but lean's most likely. North Carolina, this is destroying what used to be a decently fair map into a Republican gerrymander. So they're turning the 14th district into a likely district, the 6th into a likely district, the 13th into a likely district, but they're going to leave the 1st district alone. And it's kind of a mistake on their part, but they really just don't want to draw out Davis, and they're going to be hesitant because if they decide they make District 1 lean Republican, the Supreme Court of the U.S. might order them to redraw their maps due to racial gerrymandering. So for now, North Carolina's 1st will probably be left alone because they're not going to want to go super aggressive. In Alabama, they're ordered to redraw the map to add a new black majority seat, and Alabama's 2nd is probably going to be created into a likely blue seat. Same with Louisiana. They are ordered to redraw as well, but the decent thing for Republicans is they can draw a black majority district that's still decently competitive. So for now, I'm putting this as lean Democratic. Let me just go up here. Okay, which states we go to? Ohio. Ohio's probably going to have a minimal change map because that's what Governor DeWine indicated he wants to see done. The 1st district will probably be made likely Democratic. I could see it getting shored up more for Democrats, and it is quite a likely district, 8.5%. The 13th district is probably going to still be lean blue, and Captor is probably still going to hold on here, lean blue as well. Okay, New York is the next on the list. So New York Supreme Court's quite unpredictable. Before they ruled it was a gerrymander by Dems, and now the case is coming up again through the court. It's very unpredictable. Democrats could pretty much axe. I should show you the worst case scenario for Republicans. So the worst case scenario is something like this. This is what I've seen maps that were drawn. They could draw something like this. They could make it only 4 Republican seats in New York. But the reason I'm not going to be using this exact map right here is because, again, New York Supreme Courts are quite unpredictable. And I'm just going to be safe about it. We're going to use the current map here. So Staten Island's probably going to remain safe Republican. New York's 1st is probably going to actually go to lean Republican. Again, Biden actually won the district. So I think the incumbency advantage will still propel Lolota to a victory. Anthony D'Esposito, it's a D plus 14 district. He only won because Democratic turnout was at an all-time low. With just even decent Democratic turnout, this seat's probably going to flip, judging by how not so moderate he's been acting in Congress. Santos, again, he's probably not going to be the Republican nominee. If he is, it's safe Democratic. But if he's not, I think it's only going to be lean Democratic because, again, the polls actually show it as a decently close race in this district. But I think Republicans have definitely been tainted by George Santos just being in office because of his corruption scandals and all this other crimes he's been involved in. The 18th district is probably going to be likely Democratic. Higher Democratic turnout will easily help Pat Ryan win here. The 17th district, it's actually going to be quite a competitive race, but I think Lawler just narrowly loses it out here by a tilt Democratic margin just because of higher Democratic turnout. He is a good candidate, but he's probably not going to win. Molinaro, if the maps remain the same, he's probably going to win here by a lean Republican margin. I think he has pretty good odds to get enough swing voters in upstate New York, which tends to be very swingy, and he's acting decently moderate in Congress, while Brandon Williams is not acting moderate. He's acting like someone from the 21st or 24th districts in New York. So he's acting quite partisan, and that's definitely not going to help him considering it's in a more Democratic district than Molinaro's. So lean Democratic for now. He's a bit too Trumpy for this district in New York to win re-election. California is up next. So I kind of changed my mind about a few districts in California. We're going to start off with the Los Angeles districts, I think, right? Yeah. So the 41st district, again, Ken Calvert is in a Democratic trending district. It'll probably go down to tilt Republican. He'll narrowly win. Michelle Steele, she has definitely trends on her side, so I think she probably still wins by a lean Republican margin or so. Katie Porter, again, polls are actually showing this is a decently competitive race, so for now, lean Democratic. Let me go to full size. So Josh Harders actually has a good Republican candidate running against him, which is going to make this race competitive. The 3rd district, again, it's going to go down to lean Republican. And these last 3. We'll start off with Garcia's district first. Again, Garcia's shown he's a decent overperformer, but it's a very much a Biden-won district by a safe margin. But again, a lot of voters in this region have shown to ticket split here. So that's one thing that's good for Garcia. Even though he doesn't act super moderate in Congress, he could very well hold on here. And for now, I think it'll be a very competitive race, but I think he'll narrowly edge it out here just based off his Arbor performance. Duterte and Valadeo, though, these guys are probably done. They only won because of extremely low turnout in both these areas, so they're probably both lean Democratic seats for now. I really think the Republicans are going to lose those seats in California. All right. In Nevada's 2 House seats here. Let's just zoom into that. Or 3 House seats. Likely Democratic, and the 3rd will probably be the most competitive one. Just based off of how much Biden won these seats, Democrats actually quite effectively gerrymandered in these areas here. So for now, those are my ratings. Honestly, I might even make the 3rd just likely Democratic, just based on because if Biden won it by a pretty good margin. So putting all 3 of these in likely for now. All right, Oregon. They only have really one competitive district. Oregon 6, I mean, it's probably going to be safe Democratic as well, just judging by how much Biden won the seat. Soda Rimmer, will she hold on? I think she'll make it decently competitive, but I just think with higher Democratic turnout, they'll probably end up winning the seat back. So in Washington, Washington's 8th is probably going to be likely Democratic, and in a rematch between Marie Perez and Joe Kent, Perez has actually shown she's acting moderate in Congress. I think she'll buy goodwill with the voters here, especially independents, and actually manage to win here. Similar to how Jared Golden wins in a Republican district, she'll also have that rural appeal. So talking about Jared Golden, we're going to talk about the rural Blue Dog Democrats. Mary Patola, she has a very high approval rating. She's probably winning by a likely Democratic margin as of right now, unless the Republicans get their act together here and run a good candidate for once. Jared Golden, very popular moderate Democrat in this rural district. He's probably also winning by a likely Democratic margin. In Connecticut, I meant Connecticut, not Colorado. Connecticut, Johanna Hayes, again, is a decently competitive race here, but for now I'm putting this as lean blue. I just think that with higher Democratic turnout, she holds on there, but it'll be decently competitive. And that's pretty much just my take on it. What states we're going to next? Montana's 1st district. It'll be competitive, but I just think Ryan Zink holds on here. It is a likely Trump district after all. In the 3 districts down in Texas. Let's go down there for a sec. I think it's just lean Republican in the 15th, likely Democratic as Kuehler frequently overperforms. If it's not Kuehler as the nominee and someone primaries him, it probably goes to lean Democratic, but still Democrats will hold on to that district. The 34th district, with higher Democratic turnout, it's very much a Biden-won district. They're probably going to win here by a safe margin, even if it's a rematch between the former candidates. Arizona, I'm changing my mind about a district here. So in the first district, against Whitehart barely won when Democrats have pretty much gave up on this district in 2022, which they really should not have done. They also gave up on the 6th district, which they also made a mistake, because look at how close they both were. 1.5, 0.9. And the 6th district also trending more Democratic, which I've noticed. But the first is probably going to be a lean blue flip, while the 6th will be the most competitive district, and they actually have Democrats narrowly flipping it. Okay, we're going to go to New Mexico. The Democrats have gerrymandered quite decently here. There's a possibility it gets redistricted, but for now, I'm assuming the map stays the same, and Vasquez holds on for another term. In Colorado, again, the 8th district. Let's just take a look at it. It'll probably be lean blue. It's going to be decently competitive, but Democrats will have the advantage with higher turnout in 2024. Definitely get more of their base out. Lauren Boebert, she has a big problem. There's a libertarian candidate running in the race now. Her favorability is still in the toilet. She's more unpopular than Trump in this district. We even have polls showing Trump winning this district and Boebert losing. So with the third-party candidate siphoning away votes from Boebert on the right, I think it's lean blue for now. I really think she's probably going to lose re-election in Colorado's third. As of right now, probably losing by about 2 points or so. In Iowa, again, it's probably going to be both lean Republican districts. I don't really think any decent Dem candidates are running yet. In Nebraska second, Don Bacon had quite a competitive fight, which was unexpected in 2022. And just with the trends here, I think the Democrats will be narrowly favored to winner, but it'll be one of the more competitive races. It'll be tilt Democratic. In Minnesota second, Angie Craig, I think she'll win by a likely blue margin. Same with Eric Sorensen. They're quite likely Democratic districts. And Indiana's first. Okay, so we just have Virginia, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Michigan left to rate. So we'll start off with Michigan. In Michigan, the 4th district, it's going to be decently competitive. Again, it was really a lean Trump district. So again, just with Biden on the ballot, he'll probably shift it down to likely. Hillary Schloden, she's probably going to win by a safe margin. Could see her outperforming Biden in this district, honestly. She outperformed by a lot in the House election, which is why I think she'll be quite a decent overperformer. In Michigan's 10th district with John James, he'll probably hold on by a lean or tilt. I would say lean. I think he'll win by a tiny bit more than he won in 2022, probably by about 2 points or so. The 8th district of Dan Kildee, I'm putting this as a likely blue district. I think independent voters will definitely go his way. He'll probably outperform Biden by a bit here. And Slotkin's old district will be the most competitive one, but I think Democrats are going to narrowly hold on here as of right now. And Democrats have already won the House in this prediction. So Virginia is up next. Again, they have 2 competitive races here. The 2nd district with Jen Kiggins, I think she's probably going to narrowly hold on here, but she's in for quite a fight because currently the polls show Biden nearly winning Virginia by around 10 points or so like last time. So she's got to hope for a lot of independents who vote for Biden actually vote for her as well. Spanberger's old district, she's retiring here. So again, it's going to be quite the competitive district because, again, she doesn't have incumbency advantage. Whoever the Democrats run here won't have that. But for now, it's going to be lean Democratic, my rating. So in New Jersey, this map's quite gerrymandered in favor of Democrats. The 5th district I'm putting as safe blue. But the 7th with Tom Keene, his family has a legacy in New Jersey. But he'll be in quite for a fight here. But I think he'll hold on by a tilt Republican margin. So Pennsylvania is up next. We've got 5 competitive districts here. So the 17th, Chris DeLuzzo, he's quite a populist Democrat, which would definitely help him in the 17th district. The 10th, it's actually only a lean Trump district, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So Scott Perry pretty much going to probably underperform again. It's actually Democratic trending this district, but I still think he'll hold on. Brian Fitzpatrick, it's a possible Democratic flip if Fitzpatrick loses the primary. It'll probably go to the Dems by a lean Dem margin if he loses. But they're actually running a candidate against some of the Republicans, which is a major mistake because it'll be quite an easy flip for Dems to do. But I'm assuming Fitzpatrick holds on the primary. He'll probably win by a likely GOP margin. So Susan Wild and Matt Cartwright. This will be the most competitive districts for the Democrats here, especially if Pennsylvania is competitive. These ones will definitely be competitive. But I have both these districts as going tilt Democratic as of right now. So in total, let's take a look at the map. 225 Democrats to 210 Republicans with 11 races in the tilt range. It's definitely quite possible for either party to win the House. But as of right now, the House looks pretty in favor of the Democrats, I would say, currently. But that's what I think of the House elections. I would greatly appreciate it if you were to subscribe to the channel. And you guys should comment in the comment section below. Do you disagree with the map? Agree with it? Or what other takes you have about the House map? Let me know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.